Değerli öğretmenlerimiz, sevgili konuklarımız ve kıymetli öğrencilerimiz. Harvard MUN konferansı ödül törenine hepiniz hoş geldiniz. 1953'ten bu yana Harvard Üniversitesi tarafından düzenlenen dünyanın en prestijli konferanslarından biri sayılan Harvard MUN'e okulumuz bu yıl 3. kez üst üste davet edilme, kabul edilme başarısını elde etti. Bir kere bu büyük başarı için ben büyük bir alkış istiyorum. 62.si düzenlenen Harvard MUN konferansında öğrencilerimiz Türkiye'deki köklü okullar arasında eleme sürecinden, yoğun bir eleme sürecinden geçerek bu okullar arasından sıyrılma başarısını gösterdiler. Ve Amerika yolculuklarına kadar İngilizce öğretmenlerinin mentorluğu eşliğinde yoğun bir hazırlanma temposu geçirdiler. Emeği geçen öncelikle tüm Modafen ailesine, öğrencilerimize teşekkür ediyorum. Bu okulumuz için sosyal sorumluluklara ve İngilizcelerini kullanma başarılarını göstermesi açısından meyvelerini topladığımız çok büyük bir başarı. Dünyanın dört bir yanından bir araya gelen öğrencilerle birlikte olabilme, İngilizcelerini kullanma ve dünya meselelerini tartışma fırsatı buldu bu öğrenciler. Ve ciddi bir şekilde hazırlandılar ve şimdi de orada Boston'da yaşadıkları anılarla ilgili deneyimlerini sizlerle bugün paylaşma, ödüllerini, sertifikalarını alma ve madalyalarını takma günü geldi. Biz bunlarla çok büyük bir gurur duyuyoruz. Daha nice Modafen'in böyle büyük başarılarına imza atacağımız organizasyonlarını diliyoruz. Başta Kurtuluş hocamız ve Menge hocamız olmak üzere tüm Modafen İngilizce Departmanı'na, öğrencilerimizi bu yolda hazırlayan Modafen MUN Kulübü, öğrenci ve öğretmenlerine sonsuz teşekkür ediyoruz. Siz değerli ailelerimiz bu yolda bizlere vermiş olduğunuz tüm destek, çocuklarınızın ta bu kadar uzun kilometreler boyunca gitmiş oldukları Amerika yolculuğunda vermiş olduğunuz destek, ilgi için, onları bu kadar güzel yetiştirdiğiniz için sizlere çok teşekkür ediyoruz. Nice büyük başarılarına, inşallah Harvard gibi bu kadar güzel üniversitelere kabul edilme şansına da erişirler. Onlarla gurur duyuyoruz. Tekrar tebrik ediyorum hepinizi.
Okay, welcome to everybody. The rest of this will be in English now, so I'm hoping that you're going to listen carefully. Can you hear me at the back? Suleiman? Yeah? Okay. So as Elif Hanım said, this was our third MUN. This year we were representing Paraguay. You can see our new shield there, the Modafen Istanbul shield. You can see all of these students will be wearing this from now on during the MUN. All of our logos will be like this for the MUN. So basically to open up, we had 16 Modafen students, 15 of which are here. One of them unfortunately is not well today, so has not been able to come to school. We had two teachers, myself and Miss Mengihan. And between the 16th of January and the 2nd of February, we were in Boston, in USA. The Harvard Model United Nations 2015 was our third one. It was the 62nd time that the Harvard MUN had occurred, and it is the oldest MUN in the world. So as I said, we had Paraguay, we had 10 committees. Each of the students were in one committee. Some of the committees had 2 students. So when they give their speech, they will tell you which committees they were in. I think there were 3 committees with 2 people, and then the other committees all had single people in them. So we left on the Monday the 26th. We went from Atatürk Havalimanı, and this is our group at the airport. I'm not sure if you can recognize the person on the left. Any guesses? Anybody recognize that one? Yes? Dennis, yes. Okay. So anyway, we went direct flight with Turkish Airlines, 10.5 hours straight to Boston. And when we arrived in Boston, this was what we saw out of the window. there was a lot of snow. We were lucky we were able to land, because after we landed, the next day, this was the cleanup operation. This is the snow at Boston Airport on the Tuesday after we landed. So, fortunately, we could land. There was a blizzard there. I don't know if any of you were following the news. And this is us when we've arrived in America. Nice picture with the American flag behind us. And then we stayed at the Sheraton. Now, this picture, I didn't take a picture of the Sheraton this year. This is from the internet. I found this. And you can say, oh, the weather was really nice there. You know, what's happened to all the snow? And this is where the snow was. This is Miss Maggie trying to get out of the hotel on the first day. And I used her as a guide there so you can see actually how much snow there was. This is us out on the Tuesday. Sorry, on the Tuesday we had to stay in the hotel. And on the Wednesday, this is us in the morning, braving the Boston weather. I'm not sure who the one on the second right is. Who's that one with the hair there?
It is their camera.
There it is.
Go on with the joke. Just go on then.
I'll carry on, don't worry. Okay. Okay, and this is the first evening we went to the Whiskey's restaurant. Again, this is from the archive, this is from the internet. And this is actually how much snow there was in Boston. Okay, so this is what we had to brave. Unfortunately, because of the weather, a lot of our program has to change. We couldn't travel around Boston. We couldn't see a lot of the sites that we had hoped to see. But we managed to do quite a lot, and you will see the other stuff that we did during the program. Okay, so this gentleman here, I'm sure you recognise him. This is Darren. And this is Darren again. He's indicating how much snow there is. He's showing, he's got a bit of a sly look on his face there, you can see. And the reason is he's planning to throw a snowball at the girls. Okay, but after he threw the snowball, this is Darren after. Okay. Actually, that's not Darren, don't worry, that wasn't him. Okay. Okay, so on the Wednesday night we went to a musical. The musical was Motown. It was a very good musical. Unfortunately, we were quite tired, so there was a lot of sleepy faces on the watching the Motown. Okay, and then on the Thursday the MUN started. So we had 2 days to see Boston, and then the MUN started. So this is where the opening ceremony happened. This is a big arena next to the hotel. Holds about 10,000 people, I think, here. But we were about 3,000 people watching. And this is the people, these are all Harvard students who arrange the MUN. They prepare everything. So it's all done by the Harvard students. Nobody else helps them. It's just the Harvard students who prepare the MUN. And these are our lovely students on the first day preparing to go into their committee. It took us ages to actually get them together to do this photo. Everybody was hiding at the back. Okay, so our committee was, our country was Paraguay. This meant that we were representing Paraguay. We're thinking about how Paraguay would overcome the problems that the Harvard MUN had posed us. So each committee had a different problem, but each of them had to look at it from the point of view of Paraguay rather than the point of view of the students. So this made their job more difficult because they had to be in somebody else's bodies, be in somebody else's mind and think how they would approach that problem. On the Friday we visited Harvard University campus. Again, you can see plenty of snow there. And this is our group photo in front of one of the MUN, in front of the Harvard buildings. A lot of snow, as you can. I think this was the church, and then we went inside the church. And this is in front of the founder of Harvard University. And you can see there at the back, I think it's Darren or it's Metahan holding his foot. Apparently if you rub his foot, then you get luck to go into Harvard for the, well, when you want to go to university. So his whole body is black, but if you can see his shoe, there's a little bit of gold around there. That's because everybody rubs it and it's all polished up. Okay, so after the MUN had finished, we had the disco party for the students. I didn't actually go in, but apparently this was what it looked like. I'm not sure if the students can agree with that, or pretty accurate, you know? And this is when they turn the lights out. A lot of fluorescent things there. More accurate? Okay, good. So you can see that apart from the MUN, we did have quite a lot of fun. There was a lot of trips and stuff that we did. And here on the last day, we went to, what was that place called? TD Gardens, which is where the Boston Celtics, they play basketball. So we had a trip to a basketball match. This is us at the arena. And this is our viewpoint. So we had some really good seats. There was a good basketball match. Boston lost again, unfortunately. So 2 years in a row now, Boston have lost their game. So hopefully next year, third time lucky, they'll win. Okay, that evening, after that we went to the Hard Rock Cafe. Again, this has become an annual traditional event for us to go to Hard Rock Cafe. Everybody buying lots of memorabilia and stuff from there. And then some of us, we watched the Super Bowl, which is on the Sunday. Again, another traditional event. Last year we watched it, and this year the New England Patriots beat the Seattle Seahawks. On our return, it started to snow again at the airport. This was the scene at Boston Airport. We were a bit afraid that maybe we couldn't take off. Fortunately, they're used to snow. This is quite small compared to what they're used to. Last week we had a lot of snow in Turkey. For them, that's normal. That's like a regular, light shower for them. However, due to the bad weather, there was a lot of turbulence on the way back. A lot of our students were a bit afraid of the turbulence, a lot of movement on the plane. Fasten your seatbelt sign was there. And basically, I put this cartoon up. I don't know if you can read it at the back. Suleiman, can you read that? Can you read the top? Okay, well this is the first one. I'll give you a few seconds to read that. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. So the pilots, they're saying, sorry to interrupt you folks, we've just had a report of some turbulence, so please stay in your seats. Then he's saying to his co-pilot, 1, 2, 3, and then they're shaking the plane around, okay, pretending there's turbulence. And now he's saying, well folks, guess we're through the worst of it. Oh wait, looks like more turbulence coming. Okay, so this was basically what happened. We were in a lot of turbulence, but it was all good in the end. We landed at Atatürk Airport, and that was basically the end of our trip. So in summary, we stayed 7 nights and 8 days, and we had, in total, there were 3,200 high school students from around the world, 200 faculty advisors, and there were 19 US states and 40 different countries that were represented there. So apart from all of the preparation that we did, apart from all of the learning we did, the listening, the speaking, the research, everything else, this is one of the main reasons to go to the Harverd MUN. Okay, you meet all of these different people, different cultures, different countries, different outlooks on life. Okay, we're going to hear from the students, we're going to hear their opinions now, we're going to hear their thoughts, but I'm hoping that from seeing this, from speaking to them, next year hopefully you will consider joining the MUN club, and hopefully next year you will join us in Harvard. See you in 2016. There's just one more slide I wanted to show you, just to show you, it's got nothing to do with MUN, but I thought it was a fantastic picture that Dennis sent to me. This was us having fun in Boston. I think that's Metahan on the left, and Dennis, then okay. So you can see that it is fun as well, so it's not all just hard work, okay? Now I want to call the students one by one. And they will give you their thoughts. So first of all, I want to call Damla.
I and Dila were together in the Disarmament and International Security Committee. On the first day of the committee, we voted on which of the 2 topics will be chosen. Topic A was selected, and we started to discuss the topic. Then the topic was divided 2 different ideas, pro-sovereignty and pro-security. We needed to find a solution. Also, we needed to arrange our own bloc off or join another bloc. We decided to join a bloc off with strong countries like USA, Israel, and Australia, who had the same opinions as us. For the next 3 days, we tried to agree a solution about the pro-security. Other than our bloc, there were 5 other blocs, which meant that there were 6 working papers and 6 solutions, of which only one would be agreed. We offered our solution in working paper 1.6 to the MUN. On the last day, our solution was accepted out of all of the 6 papers. We were very proud of our work. MUN was very tiring, but it was an enjoyable experience. Thank you to the Modafen family and all the teachers.
Thank you, Damla. Can we have Dila next?
Hi. It was great. We have lots of fun. I met really nice people and we made good memories there. It was a good experience. Thank you.
Okay, so Dila, very few words, but I think you got the point. Yeah. Okay, can we have AJ next?
It was a great experience for me to be a delegate in the Social, Humanitarian and Cultural Committee at Harvard MUN. I met with new people and learned a lot of stuff there, especially about our topic, marine refugees. Also, I had a great time with my friends while getting to know American culture, walking around in Boston, doing shopping, in basketball game and in the hotel. I think it's really helpful for your English to improve and learning new things about worldwide topics, and especially it's useful for your CV. So I suggest everyone to join next year's Harvard MUN. I'm thankful to all the teachers for arranging and giving an opportunity like this. Thank you.
Thank you. Lara?
Hi. On the first day when I attended the committee room, I could feel the atmosphere. Everyone was dressed smartly in seat and they were discussing the topic and meeting with people. Actually, I was overwhelmed, but as the time went on, I got used to being at MUN. There were experienced people who were coming for the 2nd or 3rd year and they knew everything about MUN. I wanted to stand up and give a speech, but I couldn't. If I go next year, I would like to make one. At the end of the conference, I didn't want it to end. It was both amazing and a really good experience for all of us. I met lots of new people and made new friends. I also improved my English skills, but it's not all about education. We had an amazing, enjoyable 9 days. From my point of view, everybody should join and try the Harvard MUN. I won't say it was easy, because it wasn't. We studied a lot, but still it was worthy all the time and effort that I had spent working on it. I would like to thank the MUN teachers who helped me to participate in this event. Thank you.
Now we have Zeynep Aydınoğlu, who's a graduate from our school from grade 8, but she attended as a guest with us. Zeynep?
I was really pleased to be in the Harvard MUN crew, and I experienced something that I could never ever gain in my lifetime. When we first started the MUN conferences, I was bored as my friends were, but then I told myself that it was an important thing and a good practice for other years of MUN, and I started having more and more fun each day. After the 3rd day of MUN, I never wanted to leave and stay as a part of it. The organization was the best in spite of the bad weather conditions. We did everything we could do in Boston, even we went to an NBA game, which was my dream. So I thank all my teachers and thank you for involving me in something amazing like this.
Thank you. Can we have Zeynep Aslan there?
When I first joined the MUN club, I knew that this was a big deal to join Harvard MUN because not everybody have a chance to join, but our school did it, and I'm really happy to have an opportunity like this. I was in the special committee on peacekeeping operations, and I learned so many things about other nations' problems or their political systems. This was a really great experience for me. Also, I made a lot of new friendships. This was so great. I'm so thankful for our teachers and our school to make it happen. Thank you.
Okay, Beliz?
We had a wonderful time at Harvard Modern United Nations. First few days there was a blizzard storm. Almost every store and restaurant was closed. Me and Bilge were in World Conference on Women. We made friends and had fun. My first day at MUN, I was really nervous about it, but after first day it was all okay. It was a blast of time. I am looking forward for next year's Modern United Nations. Thank you.
Thank you. Beliz?
We had a wonderful time at Harvard Modern United Nations. We had a wonderful time at Harvard Modern United Nations. We had a wonderful time at Harvard Modern United Nations. We had a wonderful time at Harvard Modern United Nations. We had a wonderful time at Harvard Modern United Nations. We had a wonderful time at Harvard Modern United Nations. We had a wonderful time at Harvard Modern United Nations. We had a wonderful time at Harvard Modern United Nations. We had a wonderful time at Harvard Modern United Nations. We had a wonderful time at Harvard Modern United Nations. We had a wonderful time at Harvard Modern United Nations. We had a wonderful time at Harvard Modern United Nations. We had a wonderful time at Harvard Modern United Nations. We had a wonderful time at Harvard Modern United Nations. We had a wonderful time at Harvard
you.
you, Billy. Can we have Mika?
Hi. Well, actually, I probably am not here for talking. I don't know, we went to MUN conference. My supervisors kind of pushed me to talk, so... As it seems, I have to tell you how our little trip went. From the moment we stepped in our plane, I knew this was going to be a disaster. There were Greeks sitting behind us, and they weren't stop talking and kicking my seat. Later then, we learned they were a part of Harvard's MUN conference, and I don't think I can describe how I felt at that moment. As if that wasn't enough, we waited for our vehicle at least an hour, and the weather was even worse than being in a ride with 5 idiotic teenagers. And believe me, that's something. Shortly, the trip to Boston was awful for the ones who come to visit museums and all, because snow never allowed us to do. Well, main reason for my going was to speak, and speak only. To see how my English improved in the last few years, and that worked as I speak and met people a lot while they were at MUN. Me and Belize even met with someone who believes in fairies, and he has a fairy shop with weird things inside of it. Thank you.
Thank you. Hilal, can we have you next?
Dear teachers, students and parents, today I would like to talk about our MUN project. First of all, I want you to say that it requires to go to MUN project. Seeing different cultures, learning different ideas and points of views. My committee is about environment and development. Indeed, I enjoyed my committee because I realized that I'm interested in my subject. This committee was about worldwide problems, also it was about current issues too. That's why this made subjects more interesting. Truthfully, it was about poverty, hunger, etc. These things are very important for human life. Therefore, I think we should be evaluated in the subject in a good way. Already, we have concluded our conference with very impressive solutions. The conference has lasted for 6 hours a day. It made us so much tired. Despite this, I understood the conference, but not all of them clearly. Because they spoke so fast, I think it was the biggest experience for me in my life. If I have time next year for MUN Club, I would participate in it, but unfortunately not. Also, I met lots of friends, people in the conference. They are so tolerant and kind. On the other hand, I think the other biggest experience was seeing Harvard University. All of these experiences have improved my skills. That's why I'm so grateful to my family and my teachers. Thanks for your listening.
Thank you very much, Ilham.
Dear friends and teachers, the first and most important thing I learned to do was to live without my family. This is a huge step for me, doing something without my family. At first, I found it difficult to understand anything at the conference, but I always listened, which helped me improve my skills, and slowly I started to understand more and more as the days passed. My mother was right. Before I left for Boston, she had told me, "You will not understand anything on the first day, but other days you will understand more." I believe in myself and feel that taking part this year was an excellent experience for me, which helped to improve my English speaking, understanding and other skills. Not just being at the conference, but also the preparation during MUN Club taught me skills which I didn't have before. Now I can improve on these skills, and I want to go again next year, because this time I will understand everything, not something. Thank you.
Thank you, Dennis.
So, I would like to... Whoa. Can you hear me? Good. So the first day of the conference was quite tiring. There were a lot of very boring people, but some of them were quite enthusiastic about classes, didn't know what they were getting into. And the second day of the conference, I was downing energy drinks like crazy. In the morning, I took like 2 energy drinks, and in the afternoon, 1 more. And there was some really good fast food that tasted really good, well, it really is really bad. And if you do go there, I suggest you go to Whiskey's because like they have the best hamburgers I've ever eaten. It's really good. And then, well, the night of the party, it's quite overrated. There were about 500 teenagers that are high on hormones in a really crowded up room. It was quite hot, it was quite sweaty, it was really loud. You couldn't hear one another even if you were standing 1 meter away from each other. But all in all, it's a really good experience and I suggest you all come.
Thank you, Dennis. Metan?
Hello everyone. I would like to share with you our HMUN trip. I can say it was really good and enjoyable, but cold. We went to Boston Logan Airport without any trouble. On first day, there was a heavy snowstorm. We were in the hotel all day. The most enjoyable side of this trip was the NBA game. They had perfect chicken fingers. About the committees, the other delegates were speaking English, so I understood I need to study more. MUN had a friendly atmosphere. You can make new friends. You can hear what other countries think about the world's problems. You can have some knowledge about that, but the other side of MUN was really formal. You couldn't lose anything they give you, but after all, MUN was really enjoyable. It was a good experience for me. I want to go to next year as well. And finally, we came back to Istanbul. It was a good trip. I can say that if you go to MUN, you will love it. Finally, I would like to thank my awesome teachers and friends. Thank you.
Thank you, Metan. Derin?
Good morning, everybody. When we were getting on the plane, I was really excited because this was going to be my first visit to America in a long time. When we got on the plane, I felt so happy because I was finally doing something that would increase my level of speaking. The flight was one of my best flights because it had very little turbulence. After landing, I noticed that there weren't many people actually inside the airport. The main reason for this was because there was a lot of snow outside and most of the flights had been cancelled. In the terminal, the first thing that I saw was a Dunkin' Donuts standing right next to where we were, waiting for the vans. I still remember the motto, which was, "America runs on Dunkin'." Yes, they are that honest. When we went to the Sheraton Hotel, we checked into our rooms to see that there were only 2 beds, one single and one double bed. I quickly rushed through the room to capture the single bed, and I was victorious. On the first day of the committees, we were overawed by our surroundings, as this was our first experience of this kind. But thankfully, when I found my committee, which was the legal committee, I found out that our chairman and the staff next to him were very nice people, and they helped us in every way they could. And on top of that, there were some very helpful friends among the 200 people, like the Netherlands, Pakistan, the Russian Federation, and so on. We visited the mall next to the hotel routinely, and as there was a massive blizzard outside on the first day after we landed, we saw that the snow was at least 1 meter tall, and when we were in our room that morning, when I woke up, I looked out to see nothing but white everywhere. The day before the last committee session, we had a delegate dance, which kind of was bad for me because of the fact that I couldn't dance. So I just walked from side to side to enjoy the music as I went on. The day we were due to leave was very bad because the fact that we were actually leaving had a really negative effect on me. Also, it was a night flight, and the reason that I don't like night flights is that you can't see where you are, and that kind of disturbs me. During the flight, there was turbulence until the end of Canada and a bit over the ocean. Some of my friends got real scared, but I was enjoying it. While at the middle of the ocean, I could see the sun and the moon at the same time on either sides of the plane, and that was a pretty nice view. We landed without a problem, and I thought that this MUN trip was one of the best experiences I have ever had, and I sincerely hope that I will go next year and recommend to everybody who wants to make connections with people from all around the world and increase their level of speaking. We really did learn a lot of new skills, and all of the hard work and effort we put during our MUN club was worthwhile. I sincerely thank my teachers and family who worked and made this possible for all of us. Thank you.
Zainab?
I'm so happy and proud to have been part of an important thing such as the Harverd MUN. I'm thankful to Modafen for making this happen. This has been an important part of my life. I met lots of amazing people there and I had a chance to improve myself socially and academically. Thank you, Modafen family, for making me part of this.
Thank you, Zeynep. And finally, Sarah.
Hi, this year was my third year attending Harvard MUN O United Nations. I would first like to say that Harvard MUN has been a lifetime experience for myself. As nerve-wracking it may seem to be, standing in front of 200 to 400 people and giving a speech, I can say that this year I got accepted into a smaller committee where I was in front of 20 people, and it was the hardest MUN I've ever been to. I can honestly say that this year was the hardest year. Every year I learn something different and learn about the big crises going on in the world. The part I love about MUN is that we become someone different for 4 days. We have to think like, we have to have a different perspective to the ones we already have. Harvard MUN has made me open to new ideas and new points of views to the problems in the world currently. MUN requires hard work and good research, which all pays off. As well as an educational trip, our annual trip to Boston always has a fun schedule planned for us. For example, this year we attended the Boston Celtics versus Miami Heat match, watched an outstanding musical and did plenty of shopping. Although the weather was minus 20 degrees and we froze up every time we went outside, it was amusing watching Americans ski on the main road. To sum up, I truthfully would recommend everyone to have an experience at MUN, not only to improve their English, but to also make good friendships and most of all have fun. So why not start your MUN practice at the highest point you can and join Modafen's Harvard MUN group next year. My friends and I have really enjoyed this trip and we look forward to the upcoming one in 2016. We would like to thank our teachers, Mr. Kurtuluş and Miss Mengi, for supervising us in America and spending restless nights helping with our position papers, speeches and research. Also, many thanks to our English department for mentoring us and giving us this opportunity to attend Harvard MUN. We very much appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, finally, I'd like to call Miss Mengi and have her views on the Harvard MUN. Maybe.
I don't get a clap. You guys clapped everybody but me. I'm just kidding. Anyway, this is my second year, as some of you know, that I attended Harvard MUN with the students. They're all new except for Sade. It was a great experience. We wished we could have done more, but because of the snowstorms that we were stuck into, we weren't able to do some of them, and we apologize for that, you guys. Hopefully next year. It was awesome. I had a good time. We had restless nights, as Sade said. Thank you for thanking us for that. Everything was great, and actually at the moment I would like to have Miss Elif Nalbantoğlu come up here and accept this, what is this called? Trophy. Yes, trophy on behalf of Modafen.
Bu kadar önemli bir ödülü tekrar 3. kere sahip olmanın gururunu yaşıyoruz. Çok büyük bir alkış istiyorum bütün Harvard MUN kulübüne. Gerçekten çok ciddi bir başarı. Bu kadar köklü okulların arasından sıyrılmayı başarmak, 3 kez üst üste kabul daveti almak çok büyük bir başarı. Gerçekten onlar da anlatırken gözlerim dolu dolu izledim. İngilizce seviyelerinin bu kadar yüksek bir noktaya gelmiş olmaları bizi çok gururlandırdı. Aynı zamanda gerçekten dünyanın 7 meselesini tartışmaya, dünya farkındalığını yaşamaya gitmiş oldular. Toplum olarak gerçekten farkındalığımızın artması gerektiği bir zamandayız. Medyayı, politikayı, dünyada olup bitenleri takip ettikleri önemli bir zaman geçirdiler. Hızlı bir maraton geçirdiler. Daha nicelerine inşallah delegelerimizi arttırarak bütün lise öğrencilerimizi Harvard MUN'de görmek istiyoruz. Şimdiye kadar sanıyorum 60 öğrenciye vardık bu üçüncüsüyle birlikte. İnşallah tüm lise öğrencilerimiz de Harvard MUN gibi önemli bir başarıyı hep beraber yaşamayı diliyorum. Böyle okullara da kabul edilmenizi yürekten diliyorum. Nice başarılarımıza inşallah. Şimdi en anlamlı kısmına geliyoruz. Sertifika törenimize.
First, we would like to Beliz Aydın. Okay. Zeynep Yıldız.
Ben yazı aldım ben.
Ece Çolpan. Deniz Şen.
Sahte o ağzına çıkıyor.
İrem Kırdar. Zeynep Aslan. Derin Carda. Alara Dinler. Dila Er. Hilal Göver. Damla Kaya. Sare Akyüz. I'm sorry.
Okay. Okay. We also have medals for the 3 guests that we had, Modafen, Zeynep and Bilge. Unfortunately, as they weren't actually part of the MUN, they didn't get a certificate, but they do have their medals. So first of all, Modafen. Zeynep. And Bilge.
Ne oldu? Daha. Furkan Dağlı 16 tane dolu Efes. Ne?
And we have one from Miss Mengi as well. Yeah. One for me as well. Thank you very much for attending. We'd like to take a group photo. I don't know if the parents want to take any pictures now, but we're going to be coming as a group. Can everybody come?
Ben tamam, aileler çekiyor.
Tamam, isterseniz ailelerle resim de çekebiliriz.
Okay, thank you very much for attending, everybody. Thank you.